Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Ryan.
And we are here tonight with Mission 3 of the Joppa Incident, our campaign featuring the Capellan Confederation against the 12th Rangers. So, Ryan, welcome to the channel, my friend.
Thank you.
Ryan was with us at PAX and has a penchant for doubling down on headshots. He made Rick look pretty silly. I don't think I'll ever forget it. But we're excited to have him here on the channel. He is going to be taking the side of the 12th Rangers, so he's going to see if he can pull off a win tonight. So, last time, as you remember, Rick and I faced off in the River Valley, and it was a close one. It was a slugfest. It was slow moving. That river was really bogging our teams down, but I managed to pull out a minor victory. So this is do or die for the Rangers tonight. As the sort of the one with the momentum, I got to pick the mission. So I'm picking a seek and destroy. Here's the story. The Capellans basically followed the Rangers back to their makeshift base in the southern deserts. And we're going to hit you right in your home base. So we're coming in hard, bringing a full lance, and we're going to try to take out these Rangers and kick them off Joppa once and for all so that I can secure the sweet loot.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
So, a couple of important things, though. So, Seek and Destroy, as you know, guys, we've been tweaking this. I think it was Kevin and I recently did a bat rep on this, and so out of that, and I had a couple other viewers kind of test the mission and provide some very valuable feedback. So, a couple of things we're going to do. First, we're basically going to really jack up the construction factor of all of the buildings across. All of the different escalation levels. Tonight we're playing a moderate escalation level, so right in the middle, and I think the battle value is about just a little over 6,000. I think it's 6,400, 6,200. I should probably know this, but sorry, I have to go back. You'll see it in just a minute when I when I put it up in the animation. We're also playing with just a mild dust storm sprinkled in there, so it's going to inhibit visibility beyond 30 inches, so we are doing that double blind as usual.
Not going to be a problem for the Rangers.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, because the Capellans are wily. Very tricky. So let's talk about our forces, shall we? So what do I have tonight? Well, I've got some of the ones from Mission 1. I have my Griffin. He is a Death Commando. Very scary. So he's a veteran. Just terrified.
Terrified.
I've got my Dragon. I have a very interestingly modified Jenner, which I think you'll find pretty exciting. And then I also have, what else did I bring tonight? Oh, a Warhammer. This is a modified 6K, so I'm packing a bunch of PPCs in this lance, AC-10, so I'm hoping to bring the big guns in to take those buildings down.
You're going to need them. I'm
going to need them, especially with a lot of that construction factor. So we'll see how this one plays out. What did you bring tonight?
We have going a Flea, fast, going to hit him quick. Hammerhands, I believe, a Wolverine, and Trebuchet.
Yes.
And so I think we're going to put up a strong fight, and we'll come out victorious tonight. We'll use that dust storm to our advantage. So,
well, we'll see. I love it. He's calling it now, folks. So you're going to see. Will the Capellans be repelled, or will the Rangers be sent packing? So stay tuned. Guys, we've got the repair summary from the last mission coming up, and then we're going to dive right into the battle grid, and then right into the action. You ready, sir?
Rock and roll.
All right, let's do it, guys. Stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, recap on the repairs from Mission 2 on the Vegan Rangers side. The Thunderbolt had its entire right side ripped off, down some heat sinks and an engine hit, all of that being repaired for 271 support points. The Trebuchet just getting some reloads, the Wolverine reloads and light armor repair, same deal on the Jenner. So overall, these Rangers spending 328 support points, opting to fix that Thunderbolt in full in case it's needed for Mission 4. On the Capellan side, that Charger got absolutely nuked. Critical damage across the board, arm gone, hip damaged. Again, opting to fully repair this mech. That cost is going to be a whopping 209 support points. The Atlas, a little dinged up. Some ammo bins need to be refilled. Ammo on the Vindicator, and the Panther taking some early shots. Also going to fix those up as well. So the total cost for the Capellans is 263 support points. Not bad, all things considered, but both of these forces have eaten into about 60 to 70% of their overall support points. So both forces will be a little lean if they get to Mission 4. There could be some damaged mechs on the field for sure.
HQ-1 to command. Scanners are picking up 4 enemy mechs in Sector Echo 4. All Ranger units, this is Nightwolf. Form up and regroup at Nav Gamma. We have incoming Capellan signatures headed towards the Op Center. Set up a kill box, shoot straight, and defend the base at all costs.
Roger. Return to the base. Still about 20 minutes out.
Nightwolf, this is Shockwave. We've got a lance of our boys mobilized and heading to intercept the upfall. Listen up. These Death Commandos are cold-blooded killers. Don't play nice. Aim to kill.
Alright, here we are on Joppa IV, the South Grangier Desert. This is where the 12th Rangers first touched down, and they have established a small outpost. So you'll see Ryan has craftily selected his objectives here. We have Alpha, which is sort of a mech hangar, and you can see Halo's Thunderbolt getting repaired, as he did get pretty banged up last mission. That is Alpha, and that has 200 CF. Over here we have Beta Objective. That now has 120 CF here in our adjusted mission, our version 2 of this mission. And then Gamma here has 100 CF over here behind this sand dune. So Gamma's going to be tough to get to. Gamma is sort of the key to this, because if you destroy Gamma and Beta, I get a minor victory. If I destroy Gamma and Alpha, I get a major victory. Of course, I can destroy Beta and Alpha too, but That's going to be a little bit tougher as Beta has a little bit more in terms of CF. So, guys, we're going to start with deployment. Now, being the defender, Ryan will move onto the table first, and then we will come right back with the recap. All right, we're back. Turn 1 is complete here. So, as the attacker, I got to move on second. So, Ryan, tell us what you have going on here on your side. So I see you have a nice spread of formation there.
Yeah, spread it out. I think the plan here is try to really sort of focus as much of the defense in this area. Maybe create a little bit of movement here on the side, go around the hill, get a little bit of flanking maneuvers over. But thus far, the goal is to really sort of hunker down and protect the various positions as best as possible.
Yep, that makes sense. So on the Capellan side, I'm keeping the formation pretty tight. So I have 1 mech out there in the lead and 3 other radar blips following close behind. They are going to be firing basically as soon as they can. Now, we are in fact in range of Alpha Objective. We have 3 mechs, pack and LRM. So I do get a little bit of first blood. So I need a 3. That's a hit. So 2 points of damage. The second mech, firing an LRM-5, needs 4s. Get it? Looking for the cluster. Got it. So that's 7 points of damage. And then the last mech, also needing 4s. Okay, got it. This one is an LRM-10. So just 5 more points. So in total, 12 points of damage. But Alpha Objective, it's got 200, so that's just barely chipping the paint on that building. Going into turn 2, action is happening. Missiles already flying here. All right, Wargamers, we're back. Turn 2, every single mech on the field now revealed through the blowing sand. So the 12th Rangers lost initiative on this turn. Not critical, and they're emerging from their base, locking on to these these nasty little Capellans. So, Ryan, sir, you are up first.
So what we're trying to do here is focus our primary mechs here on high value targets. Basically what we're going to try to do is, first shot, we're going to go with the Wolverine, his large laser, trying to hit the Jenner. I think we're going to be in long range for all of this first round of firing here. But I think the Jenner may take a decent amount of damage. Certainly we're going to try
You're
our
hoping.
best. We're hoping.
You're hoping. All right, so Wolverine firing a large at that Jenner. Here it comes.
Wow, look at that.
Wow. Woo. First roll on the channel, how do you feel?
Feeling good. Just what we need.
All right, so I will tell you that this guy, Frostbite, was hot last week for Rick. Hit all sorts of ridiculous numbers. So clearly he's going down in the history of the Rangers here. So you need to roll 2d6 for location on that Jenner. This could be bad. That Jenner is not heavily armored. All right, so 6. So that is going to be 8 points to the right torso.
Next up, Trebuchet is going to shoot some LRMs also at the Jenner. After that last roll, I'm feeling pretty good. So we're just going to need a 10 or better to hit.
And you want to group fire these guys, or you chain fire? You're grouping it?
I'm going to chain fire.
Okay, playing it safe. That's a smart move. Almost.
Miss.
All right, so missile sail on that one. We can roll right into your next mech. Who is up here?
Hammerheads holding down the top of this hill. Also going to fire LRM at the Jenner.
All right.
We're going to need a 10 or better to hit. Not good.
Whirlwind, the Death Commando lead of this lance, firing down at Alpha Objective, trying to destroy that mech hangar. We'll see what he can do. So he has a PPC and an LRM-5. This guy's pretty sharp, so he only needs 3s to hit here. All right, so everything hits, looking to confirm again. So it's going to be 12 more points to Alpha Objective. We're going to keep rolling right here into Flechette and her Dragon. She is also firing on Alpha, following up on Whirlwind's lead here. So she needs 3s on the LRM, 4s on the AC-10. All right, so everything hits. Looking to confirm. That is another miss. So another 12 points of damage, though. I'll take it. And then the last one, we've got Firestorm in his Warhammer. This is a modified 6K. Has enough heat sinks to run and fire both of those PPCs. Gotta love it. Don't know why it wasn't designed that way out of the factory, but he's blasting twin PPCs down at that objective. Needs 4s. Here we go. All right, so that's 20 points to Alpha objective. And last but not least, poor little Jenner, Chase, out in front here. He's actually firing down on Beta objective. So short of show on my hand here, but I'm going to shake you up a little bit. I want to hit your backfield. So Beta objective, LRM-10 coming in. He misses. Oh no! Obviously that large laser shot knocked him off target. So unbelievable. Needed 4s to hit. Couldn't make it happen. But that wraps up turn 2. So we're going to skip the damage recap for now, and we're going to head right into turn 3. So stay tuned. All right, it's turn 3. Here we are, the unforgiving desert. So the Chargers won initiative again. So the Rangers had to make the first move. Ryan, tell us what's going on here with the Rangers as they mount their valiant defense here.
Overall, the heavy mechs are hunkering down, waiting to sort of fight off this onslaught. On the side, the flea here is coming down this little hill, moving into this valley area of the South Grangier Desert. Basically going to keep his options open, start taking some pot shots at these other mechs that are coming down this little corridor here. A nice line for him just to attack. And I think basically what we're going to do here is the Trebuchet and the Wolverine are really going to start laying into the dragon there. And the Hammerhands is going to sort of sit tight and use that LRM to see if he can get some long to medium range shots.
All right, sounds good. Who would you like to start with, sir?
Up first, I think, is going to be... let's go with the Trebuchet. He's shooting 2 LRMs. He needs to get 7s to hit.
All right, sounds good.
I'm going to do chain fire here.
Chain fire.
Hits.
Beautiful. All right, so we'll need to confirm clusters, so 2 black dice. Yeah. So first launcher. All right, so that's both clusters hit. So on the first launcher, so you're going to pick up 1 yellow, 1 black for the first launcher. We'll roll for location. So that is a 10 left arm, and roll that 2 more times. So we've got left arm, and right torso.
Next up, the Hammerhands we've got here, hunkered behind Alpha Base. He's blocked from the Dragon, but he's got the Griffin in line sight, so he's going to shoot his LRM. He needs a 7 or better to hit. He's hunkering down, so here goes nothing. Whiff. Missiles fly high over the Griffin. Nothing done this
Probably
round.
damaging the communication array.
That's what I'm falling down over them. Next up, and this is going to be a big one with the Wolverine. We're going to do an alpha strike here.
Ouch.
Against the Dragon, firing 2 medium lasers, 1 large laser, and an SRM-6.
That's a hefty and very medium. You're going to chain fire all these?
I'm going to chain fire
all
all
right,
of them.
Here we go.
9 or better to hit. Oof. Miss on the large laser. Medium laser. Oof. I got 1 medium laser. Alright, and then...
Yeah, just 1 to start to hit for the whole launcher. And then... Got it. Ooh, so you got it. You got some good hits there. So let's roll all 6 of those little black ones. We'll confirm clusters. Not bad. So that's 5 SRM missiles hitting. Alright, and then what we'll do here is we unfortunately do have to roll all of these independently as you did chain fire.
Apologize, viewers.
Oh boy, well hold on. Hold the press. So that's a floating critical. Alright, so let's keep rolling. So let's hold that one. And let's keep going here. So we got a floating critical. We have right arm. We have left leg. We have left torso. This is just about everywhere. Left arm. And CT. Okay, back with the medium laser now. All right, so another shot to the CT. Now let's roll that delicious floating critical, shall we, Ryan? So
Let's do it.
2d6, we play the floating critical optional rule, so we're going to see where this lands. That is a 6, it's right torso. So let's roll 2d6. You need an 8 or better to generate a critical hit.
Whiffed it.
Very lucky
Whiffed it.
for that dragon, but still just a smattering of damage across the board. We'll be right back as the Rangers are done shooting, and the Capellans will get their sweet vengeance. All right, so some unfortunate happenings here on the side of the Capellans. Let's talk about what's going on. Well, that Jenner was trying to pull a flanking maneuver. As you know, one of our house rules is moving recklessly downhill. That's a rule that's basically in tactical operations as an optional rule in so many words. And while he failed his piloting, Snake Eyes did. So he fell down after making that level change, took a little bit of damage to his left arm, and now he's just going to try to snap fire off his LRM-10 at the Trebuchet. It's going to need 9s, though, to hit here, even at this short range, just because of all the penalties from being prone. So here we go. Still gets it, though. Obviously, those missiles were flying before he fell down. He was so excited that he hit. He just tripped. All right, so only one cluster lands. Looking for location, so it's going to be 5 points to the center torso. Next up, Firestorm decided to plant. Is firing 2 PPCs down at Alpha objective. Only needs a 2 to hit calculated, so that is an automatic 20 points of damage to Alpha objective. Now we are going to move from there into Whirlwind, the Death Commando, in his Griffin. Whirlwind, backing up his buddies, will be firing down at the Trebuchet as well. So, small change in orders here. We need to blow a hole in this right flank. I don't know if I'm going to do it this turn unless I get extremely lucky, but we need 7s to hit. Here we go. Gets them both. All right, looking to confirm the cluster. Got it. Rolling for location. All right, so it's going to be 10 to the right torso and 5 more to that center torso. All right, so last, Flechette in her dragon. She is also targeting the Trebuchet as the call came in from the Lance Leader to prime up that missile boat. So she needs 7s, 8s, and 9s on the LRM, on the AC-10, and on 2 medium lasers. So as that Wolverine alpha strike, she too will be alpha striking. I will be chain firing as well. So I need a 7 here. That's a miss. I need an 8 here. I don't like it, Ryan. I need a 9. Oh my goodness. And I need a 9. So it is a total miss. Obviously taking way too much damage, her mech rocking all over the place, unable to land a shot on that Trebuchet. That's game-changing stuff right there. So we are actually going to, once again, skip the damage recap. Nothing substantial, just a little bit of damage here and there. We're going to keep churning here right into turn 4. And I think by then there will be enough on the board to warrant some damage recap. But for now, guys, stay tuned. Turn 4 is coming right at you. It's getting intense down here. This is probably one of the most intense turns of the entire campaign, in my opinion. So the Rangers rolled Snake Eyes on initiative, so fortune favoring the Capellans, at least for now. So Ryan, tell us what strategery you have cooking up here.
Really, no big changes. We're trying to integrate the Hammerhands in a little bit now. The action's shifting away from him on the other side.
Could be intentional. He's terrifying.
Yeah, well, we're hoping to get him in. He's got a shot here at their strike team leader. We'll see what we're able to do that in terms of he's finally able to get his autocannons into the action, so hopefully going to get some damage there. In terms of on this side where there's more of the base and the building set up, the Trebuchet and the Wolverine are still hanging tight. Trebuchet pulling back a little bit away from the Jenner. And I think the Wolverine's going to go for another alpha strike here. The Dragon, and try to do as much damage before he starts to get some damage on his own.
And that Wolverine pulling the e-brake there, just dead stop. sighting down that dragon. He wants
Hunkering down.
He wants to-
Weapons are hot. We're gonna launch everything we got, and then the flea is still floating out there.
Just doing what fleas do.
And I think he's gonna start to have to get in on the action in the next turn or so.
Sounds good. Who do you want to start shooting with?
I think we got to go with the big gun, the Wolverine, right off the bat. I keeping my fingers crossed so we can get some big damage here. Fire him with the large laser.
And you are you're chain firing these guys again?
We're chain firing, close range, large razor. We only need 6s or better to hit, so hoping for some big ones here.
Ooh, just nailed it.
Just got it. So we got that one. Next up, got it for medium laser.
Yeah.
Next medium laser. Whiffed. SRM. Whiffed. Oof.
All right. Well, still 2 lasers, so you can roll those up for location. We have right torso.
Right torso's been taking a lot of damage.
And left arm. Yes, it has. Well, that could be internal. We'll have to check and come right back.
We got the Trebuchet hiding out here a little bit between these buildings, but he's still got a line of sight against the Jenner, so he is going to go after him with... we decided to get a little bit crazy here and go 2 LRMs and 2 medium lasers. We need 6s on the LRM, 7s on the medium lasers, hoping to do as much damage to this Jenner before he gets too far behind us.
All right, a little chain firing here.
I love the chain fire. Here we go.
I know you do. All right,
Laser hits.
Second medium.
Misses. Woof.
All right, almost. A near miss.
Near
A
miss.
graze.
6 on the LRM. Hits. Miss. So
Unlucky.
1 LRM and 1 medium laser.
All right, so we need two black dice to confirm the clusters first, minus the yellow one. So, yeah, so you got 1 cluster hit there. So roll up that, for location.
Ooh, like that.
I don't. So let's just keep going with that. Let's roll that up and see where it lands. Right torso. Oh no, this is bad news because Ryan, it's already an internal hit on the right torso as it has taken damage. So this is potential for 2 criticals here. So let's roll up the floating to see if you confirm any. So that's no, but then you have the internal shot as well. Might as well do this one on camera. As we said, the ammo's hiding in there. I may have to start dumping that ammo this turn. And you still get a hit with the medium laser. So that right torso is going to take 5. And then, right leg, thank goodness.
Survived. Could have been a lot worse.
Could have been so much worse.
So, as I mentioned before, we got the autocannons lined up on the Griffin from our hammer hands. We need 8s to hit. Hopefully starting to put in some real damage on this guy. Whew, there's 1.
I don't like it. I like it even less. That's 2 autocannon 10 hits. And now we're looking for the LRM.
Need a 7. Got an 8.
Ouch. All right, so that is what, an LRM 10 or a 5 that we've got on this hammer hands? I believe
It is a 10.
10. Sweet upgrade. So roll 2 black dice. Let's figure out where. The clusters. I'm sorry. So minus the yellow one. Well, whatever. Leave it in there. All right. So that's going to be 10 points from the LRM. So what do we need to do now? We need to roll location. So everything one at a time here. So it's going to be right torso, center torso, and now those meaty autocannons. So we got right torso, center torso, right arm, and another center torso shot. So it's going to be 5 to the right torso, 15 to the CT, and then another 5 as well on top of that. And here we are on the Capellan side. They're pushing their way into this base of the 12th Rangers. Now, we're starting out with Flechette in her dragon. She is torso twisting, and she is going to be firing on alpha objective with an alpha strike. So she automatically hits with her LRM-10 and her autocannon. She only needs 3s to hit on 2 medium lasers. Whoa, that's close. Close. Close, but that is going to be, let me confirm the cluster on the LRM. So that's confirmed. That's going to be 25 points of damage to Alpha objective. Now, moving on to our buddy, the Jenner. He actually managed to keep his feet this round, which super excited about. So he is in here. He has a nice line of sight to Beta objective here, and he is going to be firing everything at that. So LRM-10, 2 medium lasers. The LRM-10 actually automatically hits. The lasers need 4s to hit. It has been missed before, but let's see what we got here. Okay, so manages to get those. I'm going to roll for clusters on the LRM-10. Get them both, so that's 20 points to Beta. That's a nice start. Okay, so now the order has been given for Firestorm and Whirlwind to fire on that stationary Wolverine. It's just too good of a target. I don't know if Ryan is intentionally baiting me off of the objectives. I thought about it, but I feel like I need to take my shot there. So Firestorm, twin PPCs, he needs 6s to hit. And this is, again, 2 PPCs on the Wolverine. Here we go. Gonna group fire these. Feeling sassy. Oh my god. How dare you, sir?
Got a chain fire. Got a chain fire.
You are the king of chain firing. So 1 PPC hits. This is what happens when you have regular pilots. So 7 CT, not bad. So 10 to the CT there. All right. So the Griffin here, Whirlwind. He is my elite Death Commando. Now notice the white die there. He did take substantial damage from that hammerhand. He's going to have to make a piloting check at the end of the shooting phase here. For now, still on his feet. Needs 5s with his LRM-5 and the PPC. 6s with his medium lasers. I'm grouping it up. This is how I roll. Don't fail me now. Okay, got it all. Thank goodness. So, rolling for cluster confirmation. That's only a 2-point cluster. So we're going to roll for location. Here we go. Okay, so looks like a little bit of CT. Not great. Left leg was so not great I almost went out of frame there. Just all over the board. Left arm, right torso. Ugh, hate it.
Turn 4 damage report on the side of the 12th Vegan Rangers. So far the mechs are in good shape. The big story here, Alpha down below 50% at 99, CF and Beta starting to get banged up. The Trebuchet a little bit beat up from that concentrated strike to the torso section. The Wolverine, a little bit of damage across the sections there, but nothing too serious, and heat is well under control. Now on the side of the Capellan Confederation, those mechs are starting to get minced up. The Griffin taking a crushing blow from the hammerhands, and the Dragon just stuck in the kill box, already critical and internal on the left arm. Remember, Flechette does have that pilot hit from Mission 1, and the Jenner now also internal on the right torso, furiously dumping his ammo. Hopefully he survives next round.
Shockwave, our pilot of the Hammerhands, has made a cinematic move to get a total view of the battlefield thus far. Jumped up onto Alpha target. He's got a clear view of several mechs, and he's going to rain down terror upon them. First off,
I love it.
Is Dragon, who's crawling in over here and is about to get punished heavily for it with an LRM and 2 autocannons blazing down on him. Because he jumped, it's going to be a little bit of a harder shot than last time. We're going to need 8s on the LRM and 9s on the autocannon. So it's going to cost us this first round, just in terms of potentially hitting it, but hopefully it'll give us a good view of the battle for upcoming rounds. So we're going to start off with the LRM first. Again, need an 8 to hit. Got an 8.
Ugh. All right. So two of the black dice for confirmation of those clusters. All right. So 2-point minimum rule. So just one 2-point cluster.
Autocannons need 9 or better.
All right.
Missed the first one. Gets the second one.
Ugh. I hate it. All right. So location first for the autocannon. That's right torso. It's already banged up pretty good. Actually, wait a minute now. It is not right torso because you are on my left side arc. So that is actually going to be left leg. Left leg. I can live with that. All right, and then roll up the location for that 2-point cluster. Oh, Jeez. I mean, how many floating criticals can one man get in a single night? So let's re-roll location for that. Center torso. No, wait a minute. Left torso.
Left torso. Left torso.
All right, so 2d6, if you get an 8 or better, it is a confirmed critical.
Ugh.
Well, listen, at least...
Missing the critical shots.
Missing. But, I mean, finding the little cracks in the armor, but luckily not doing a whole lot. But still, a brutal salvo to open up this turn.
So Wolverine moved back a little bit here. He's still going to unload another Alpha Strike against the Dragon, hoping to put him away. We are going to need, nice thing about this is 7s all around. So hopefully we can put some heavy damage in here, starting off with the large laser. 7 or better. Got it. 9. Medium laser. Miss. Second medium laser. Hits. And then the SRM misses. So get the large and 1 medium.
All right. Locations coming up. Left. Oh, wait a minute. Now he's in the right side arc.
He's on the
So
right.
this is going to be a center torso hit.
Yep.
I don't like this. And then what is that?
And
Right
then
leg?
the right leg.
All right. So CT takes 8. Right leg takes 5. This dragon getting absolutely banged up. That's actually 20 points of damage so far in the turn. So will be a piloting check as well.
Last but not least, the Trebuchet has got the Griffin lined up here for 2 LRMs. He only needs 7 or better to hit here, so hopefully he can continue to put a little bit of damage on this Griffin. First one hits, second one misses.
Thank the Lord. It's a Christmas miracle. All right, so look at the clusters. All right, so just one. The miracle continues. 5 points to that Griffin, who is banged up. I was hoping it wasn't going to be a floating critical. However, that is right torso, which I believe had taken some heat earlier in the game.
Forgot to mention, the Flea finally is able to get in a little bit of action here. It's running a lot, don't want to build up that heat. So just firing 1 medium laser here, taking a pot shot. Need an 8 or better to get it. We'll see what we pick off here.
Oh my Lord.
Get it?
Did you roll double 12s again?
I did
told
roll
you
double
were the man
12s.
of double 12s.
There you go.
At the end of this round, I will have to do an easy test here to make sure my pilot does not black out. Weirder things have happened, though. But that's going to be a 5-point shot right to the head. Famous last words. That was my consciousness check. Firestorm gets blacked out, courtesy of the 20-ton Flea, who is no doubt snickering. Unbelievable. So, we're going to move into shooting here on the Capellan side. So we have some things going on here. First, a lot of automatic hits. So I'm just going to kind of recant here what happened. So Griffin ran down the hill at full speed. He is going to be firing over torso twisting at Alpha objective with a PPC and an LRM-5. So I will need to roll just for the cluster. All right, so that's 15 points to Alpha from the Griffin. The Warhammer, also firing over at Alpha, blacked out at the end of this turn, but is still able to shoot this turn. So firing at Alpha, automatically hitting, so that's another 20 points of damage to Alpha. So we are hopefully laying on some hurt here. I believe that building well under 50% now. The Dragon over here, Flechette, just running the gauntlet, fared pretty well all in all. Still has to make that piloting check, so I don't want to speak too soon. But she's torso twisting to the right, firing at Beta objective. She's firing PPC, LRM, I'm sorry, AC-10, LRM, and a medium laser. Medium laser needs a 4 to hit, so I'll start there. The other 2 are auto hits. And then I'm going to roll to confirm my cluster. Okay, so it's a 2-point cluster, so that is going to be 17 points of damage to Beta. And then lastly, Chaser over here in his Jenner, he is dumping his LRM ammo, so he can only fire his 2 mediums, and so that's 10 more points of damage, automatic hits there, 10 more points of damage to Beta. So that wraps up the Capellan shooting. As far as dice rolling going, not terribly exciting, but substantial amount of damage inflicted here to these objectives. However, brutal headshot with a medium laser from a flea, just salt in the wound. Ryan, despicable, I tell you, despicable. I should not have mentioned your penchant for headshots in the intro, but you have you have lived up to your name, Headshot Ryan. So, guys, we're going to go to the damage recap here, and then we'll be moving into turn 6.
Turn 5 damage report on the side of the Rangers. Alpha objective down to 64 CF, Beta down to 73, Gamma still untouched. As far as the mechs are concerned, everything's looking good here. The Trebuchet pretty much holding steady, Hammerhands and Flea completely untouched, and the Wolverine just up to 5 points of heat. On the side of the Capellans, they are just starting to get wrecked here. Now the Dragon continues to get pummeled, hanging tough, up to 4 points of heat. The Griffin mostly untouched this round. The Jenner successfully dumping its ammo, but as you know, the big story, that Warhammer sitting immobile in the center of the battlefield with an unconscious pilot.
It's bad news for the Capellans with the windswept desert here. So we are on turn 6. And my advance here, I think, was well orchestrated, except just some unluckiness. The fall with the Jenner, and now the blacked out Warhammer getting munched up by a flea. How embarrassing. This is embarrassing. So I lost initiative, so I'll tell you what I did. Surprisingly, the Warhammer just sat there. Now, as a reminder, when your mech warrior is unconscious, the target is immobile. We were unfortunately reminded that when mechs are immobile, other mechs can take aimed shots at them. So that may be happening. No spoilers, though. So the Warhammer's not doing anything. Let's talk about my Dragon. So Flechette, again, running in the gauntlet here, she kind of came around the back. She's looking to loop in, try to put some fire on Alpha, and then just get out of there. So she will be Alpha striking. And everything is an automatic hit. So I do need to confirm LRM cluster here. All right, so that's a full 25 points of damage. So the AC-10, 2 mediums, and the LRM-5. So that's going to be 25 points of damage down on Alpha. It's what we needed. Actually, I take that back. It's only 20 points of damage. I actually did not fire the LRM because I was in minimum range. My mistake. Just 20 points of damage on Alpha. Now the Griffin is the one I was thinking of. The Griffin over here is firing everything, including his LRM, and he's firing down on Beta. He's zipped in here between these buildings, trying to get himself out of line of sight of that Wolverine. So everything is going to hit there on the Griffin. I will roll for cluster here. So that hits. So now that's 25 points of damage onto Beta. And then lastly, my Jenner down here. So the Jenner is running in, firing 2 medium lasers at Beta. So that's going to be 10 points of damage. It's another automatic hit. And then if it actually lives through the unrelenting salvos of the Trebuchet, I will be kicking that building as well. Just a little, trying to take out maybe a critical structural component of that building to collapse it. So we'll see. But that's really it for the Capellans. Really hurting here from the Warhammer being out of commission. I'll tell you, a couple of things happened here. One, this Hammerhands was able to just turn around and focus on the Jenner without worrying about the Warhammer, and really that 20 points from those PPCs, that could be life or death here in this game. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to turn over to the Rangers now and see what kind of death they can wrought upon the poor Capellan Chargers.
So the Rangers are going to take advantage of this blackout from the Warhammer and press our advantage here. The Flea is going to take aim at the Warhammer's head. If you recall, we got that headshot the last turn. Now we're going to open up with 4 medium lasers aiming at the head. We moved the Wolverine a little bit closer. The Wolverine's going to alpha strike the Warhammer. Really just try to put that out of commission as best as we can. And in terms of the Trebuchet, it's over here near Beta, still trying to put a hurting on the Jenner. hopefully put that out of commission. I think we're getting close there. We'll see what happens. And then the hammerhead's still hanging out on top of Alpha, surveying the field, turning, and is going to unload at the dragon.
So just a recap. So when you target the head, guys, what happens is the immobile penalty does not apply, and instead of +3, the immobile bonus doesn't apply, and instead of +3, penalty applies. So instead of -4, he now has a +3, and if he hits with each shot, he needs to roll a 6, 7, or 8. If he does that, it lands on the head. So here we go. This free has been modified. 4 medium lasers, looking for 8s. I'm already I'm already feeling it. So
Last
close.
one. Oh, just
All right, so
one.
just one. You need a 6, 7, or 8 to land on the head. You got it. So it doesn't take the head out. However, it does go internal. So do you want to roll 2d6? You need an 8 or better. You've so far been unlucky. So no critical hit. However, it's another head hit. It's another hit to the pilot. It's bad news. So we'll move on to the Wolverine. That's coming right up.
So the good news here is the Wolverine automatically hits with the damage, with the penalty for being immobile for the Warhammer. So really the main thing that we're hoping to get here is get a few headshots in and hopefully put away the Warhammer for good. We're going to roll here for the clusters. Let's see if we do.
All right, so 50-50, not bad. So 3 of the clusters miss, 3 of them hit, and Ryan is opting to chain fire as he wants to maximize his chances of finding that head. This would be indeed sweet salvage. That's a floating critical. So let's just keep rolling that one up. So 2d6, we'll see where that large laser lands. It's right torso. I want you to do 2d6 to see if you can confirm that critical. All right. So it's going to be 8 to the right torso. And yep, let's do the mediums. All right, so that's left torso. And what is going on? This is outrageous. I'm checking the dice. So that's left torso. So the left torso is now taking 10 points of damage with a potential floating critical, but no. All right, SRMs, and there it is. And that is all you needed, sir. The SRM finds the head of the, the Warhammer. Poor guy. Firestorm, barely needy. Cockpit blown out. And that mech warrior is dead. That is going to be some sweet salvage for the Rangers. And it looks like victory is slipping from the grasp of the Capellans.
So the Trebuchet is up next. We were thinking about doing an alpha strike here, but just because of our heat, we decided to skip one of the LRMs. It's also a little bit close. We need 8 on the LRM and 7s on the medium laser. And you know what? I'm just going to group fire it.
Group fire.
Oh, and the missile too? It's all or none?
And the missile too. What the hell? So 7s are better on the medium lasers.
All right, so it looks like I see 2 mediums hit.
And the LRM misses. So
Just barely. Here we go. Rolling for location. And there it is. So left torso and left arm.
So last but not least, the Hammerhands here has got the dragon lined up, sitting on top of Alpha, has got a clear shot at him. He's going to basically unload almost an alpha strike. He's going to shoot his LRM, 2 autocannons, and the medium laser, hoping to put some heavy damage on him. LRMs only need a 6 or better to hit.
All right, so the LRMs missed, so moving on to the ACs. What do you need to hit on the ACs?
ACs need 7s.
Like literally my stomach went went sour there for a minute. All right, so that's a hit, and the second
on the
one?
first one, both hit.
All right, so rolling location here. This is 20 points coming in. So that's in the front arc. That's going to be right leg and center torso. Okay, so that's going to hurt that dragon. It's going to automatically force a piloting check.
And one more to go.
Oh, you have a medium laser too.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Does that hit?
Medium laser does not hit.
Well, anticlimactic, but still 20 points of damage. That Hammerhands opens up on the dragon. Ryan, sir, are you done?
That is it.
All right, well.
Rangers are done. Putting a hurting on them.
It's bad news for the Capellans. That losing that Warhammer, which was basically untouched until the Flea made its horrendous flanking maneuver. It's gonna be hard to come back from this. I think I might begin withdrawing next turn if I can even get out. So we'll see. Turn 7 coming right up.
Turn 6 damage report on the side of the 12th Rangers. No damage to the mechs as the Capellan forces focused exclusively on the objectives. Alpha now down to 44, Beta down to 31. On the side of the mechs, that Wolverine continues to alpha strike, building up heat up to 7 points, looking at a movement penalty. Everybody else pretty much under control there. On the side of House Liao, things are not going so well. Never underestimate a Flea. That thing just blows the head right off the Warhammer with a little help from the Wolverine, so they are down a 70-ton heavy. That is going to hurt the Dragon and the Jenner, continuing to get beat up. Victory could be slipping away.
The headless remains of the Warhammer, all that stands in the backfield. The rest of the Capellan mechs now committed, although they are beginning their slow withdrawal. I'm still trying to take these targets out. I think there's still hope, but we'll see what happens in this shooting phase. Now, the Capellans did win initiative, which was beneficial. So, Ryan, you got to make the first move here. Tell us what you've got going on and who's shooting here.
So basically we're looking at trying to take out this dragon before you can pull any more damage on Alpha. And we're in good shape here with the hammer hands. He's in close proximity. He's basically just sitting on the building, taking aim at him. And so he's going to shoot 2 autocannons and 2 medium lasers. And he only needs 5s and 6 hits here. So,
all right.
Hopefully we'll be able to put some serious damage on the dragon.
And you are chain firing?
We're chain firing.
All right.
Autocannon. Oof, miss.
Well, that's a good thing. It's a 1 on a pilot die, not a good.
Oh my goodness. So that's not a good start. Not what we're looking for. 6s for the medium laser. I got 1. Oh my goodness. Breathe new life for the dragon as he scampers away with only 1 of medium laser hitting. 9.
That's left leg. That is a potential, but I don't think it's going to go through the armor. So
no, I think it's going to be.
Oh, you're right. You're
right torso.
Right torso. That's right. You are in the left side arc, so that's right torso. Let's see what kind of damage that can do, and we will be right back. All right. So the single medium laser punches through the right torso of the dragon. Now there are no critical slots allocated in the right torso of this dragon. So if Ryan is able to roll a critical confirmation, this will go to the CT. This could be deadly. 9. That is 1 critical hit. Now, you're going to roll 2 dice. The yellow one is going to be the outer, and the red one will be the inner.
Critical hit engine.
6 and 4. Now, I believe that is going to be a fusion engine hit. It's going to be problematic for this dragon.
So the Wolverine, we moved back towards, try to cut off this retreat a little bit. He still does have a movement penalty from his heat. So not making too much headway, and he's a little bit in long range here. He's going to try to shoot a large laser. He's going to need an 8 medium laser, and SRM he's going to need 9. So
right.
Need to get a little bit lucky here, but hopefully can pull out another hit. So starting with the large laser, only need an 8. Whew, just miss it with a 7. Medium laser, 9.
No good.
3, no good.
All right, the SRM is nasty though, and so 2d6 to hit, and then can you get it?
8.
Oh God, the dragon walking through fire. This could be a turning point. We'll have to see. So what else is happening here on the side of the Rangers?
So we also have the Flea who's scampering around over here. He's in long range. He's going to take a shot at the Griffin. He's got 3 medium lasers. Going to need 9s to hit. So again, going to need to be a little bit lucky here. Going to group fire, see if we can pull it out. We get 1 at least. So
not too bad.
Considering so far the Flea is going to be the MVP of the Rangers here.
So that's 10. So that's going to be a left arm shot on the Griffin.
So last but not least, the Trebuchet is going to take aim at this Jenner. He's been hunting him all game, desperate to take him down. He's going to try to hit 2 LRMs and 2 medium lasers. He needs 8s with the medium lasers, 7 with the LRMs.
It's one.
Just one.
All right, now the LRMs you said need 7s. All right, so that's another. And another. So it hits where it counts. So let's roll the clusters up 2 at a time. Launcher 1 doubles down. Launcher 2. All right, so 2-point minimum. So what we'll do is we'll roll these up, individually. So let's start with the medium laser, I guess. So that is 11. Now that is front arc, so that's going to be left arm. All right, and then the let's start with the 2-point cluster. So we'll do that one. So that's 8. So that's going to be left torso, and then the let's go to the 5-point clusters. So we've got left arm, left torso, and then we'll roll these guys up. Left leg, and then one more, and left torso. So left torso is taking a total of 7. Left arm takes 5, left leg takes 5. Okay, so here we are on the Capellan side, walking through fire. We have a lot of automatic hits happening. So the Griffin, alpha striking, again, will build up 3 points of heat, and he needs to confirm his cluster. So that is a hit. So that's going to be 25 points of damage to Beta. But the Jenner also firing 2 medium lasers at Beta as well. That's an additional 10. So Beta will be destroyed. However, Alpha still has quite a bit of meat left on it. The Dragon only able to fire a little bit. I was hoping to keep the heat under control there, but with that engine hit, you can see that solid red dice lingering behind there, indicating an engine hit. This thing's going to get real hot real quick, but still able to hit with the autocannon 10 and 2 medium lasers, so it's going to be 20 points of damage to Alpha. And that is basically all I've got this turn.
Turn 7 damage report on the side of the Rangers. Beta is destroyed, and Alpha down to a meager 24 construction factor. These mechs still in great shape, building up heat, trying to fend off these attackers. But it's tight. On the Capellan side, things are continuing to go south. That Griffin gets drilled in the right arm. I think we might have said left arm when we rolled it up, but it was actually right arm. Up to 6 points of heat as well, so looking at a movement penalty. The Dragon takes an engine hit that's just absolutely brutal as it circles around Alpha. Also internal on the left arm and the right torso. This mech just in all sorts of hurt. The Jenner has its right arm ripped off, destroying a medium laser, and now that mech is in forced withdrawal.
All right, it is turn 8. It is getting it's getting down to the wire here. So the Capellans managed to, on yet another tiebreaker, win initiative. Been on a hot streak there. The Rangers did have to move first. So Ryan, tell us what you had going on here.
So move the flea in close to try to force the Griffin's move a little bit. We were debating about whether to sort of advance further up the board here to try to sort of cut off the retreat a little bit. We decided to get in close. We're going to take 3 medium laser shots at the Griffin here. Good news is we only need 5 or betters to hit, so hopefully we'll do some decent damage.
All right. All right, so got them all.
Got them all. No.
Yep, roll them all together. Here we go. Well, what do you know? Another floating critical. Also right arm and right torso in there. So you can re-roll those double ones. Yep. And let's see where that one lands. That is a left leg. Oh boy, hampering my retreat. So 2d6. Let's see if you confirm that critical. So... Uh-oh. All right, so no good.
Trebuchet is in the long range here. He's just sort of stuck in this corner, and he's got a shot at the Jenner. He's going to do 2 LRMs at him. 9s are better. It's going to be a tough shot.
You grouping it?
Grouping it. Nothing. Well,
Nothing.
we got the Wolverine shooting the dragon here. He's going to be basically shooting 1 large laser, 2 medium lasers, and an SRM. So he's going to go for a full alpha strike here. He needs 7s on the large laser. Gets it. 2 medium lasers. Miss.
Need
an 8s.
Okay.
Miss.
Oh.
Alright, SRM. Gets
Got
it.
All right, so roll up those 6 little black dice to see how many of those missiles land. That is a full house. Wow. Okay, so now we have to roll location. So let's start with the large. All right, so that's no. Let's check. Actually, let's check. I'm not sure. Is he in the left side arc or in the front? Let's check that and get right back. Okay, so we did check. It is actually left side arc, and that was a right leg shot. Went internal. All right, here we go. Now for the 6 SRMs. So that is a 5. I have no idea what that is on the. What are we on? We're on the left side, right? So 5 is left arm. Okay. 7 is left torso.
This is the 3rd one.
4.
Left arm.
All right. 10. That's another right leg. Right arm. Okay. And then 2 more.
7, another left torso. Last but not least, 5, left arm. So the dragon's limping away, but the good news is the hammerhands has got him lined up. He's going to do an alpha strike on him as well.
Oh boy.
1 LRM, 2 autocannons, 2 medium lasers. We just need 4, 5s, and 6s here, so God willing, it's going to be brutal on him.
All right, so just one of the black dice. Oh, you're not even grouping. You're going for broke here. Okay.
So I need a 4 here.
Got it.
Got it. I'll do first autocannon.
Hits.
Got it. Second autocannon.
Hits.
Got it.
And then lasers individually need
6s. Got it. Got it. Everything hits.
Okay, so the dragon has already taken a substantial amount from the Wolverine. I believe in the neighborhood of, you hit with what? A medium and the SRM.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 17 points of damage, and now you just hit for another 10, 20, 30, and then actually we have to confirm
and whatever the
clusters.
LRM.
Yeah, so that's an LRM 10, 2 blacks, and then we can confirm. All right, so just another 5. I say just another 5, but so 20, 35 plus 17. So that's going to be a piloting check -2 for the dragon at the end of the round. All right, so let's roll up location for all of this craziness. So we'll start with the LRM cluster. All right. So that is going to be, now he is also in the left side arc. So
9 is going to be right torso.
okay.
Auto.
Oh, wow. Look at that. A floating critical. Shocking and amazing, folks. Anyone keeping count in the comments if you post the count of Ryan's floating criticals. 11 is what? Right leg?
11 is right leg.
I think you may have blown the right leg off. We'll see. So we'll confirm that crit in a moment. Let's see the second autocannon here.
9 is going to be another right torso.
Oh, boy.
And
then your medium lasers here.
7 is going to be left torso. Other one. 8 is going to be center torso.
All right. I think that's everything, right? So 2 lasers, 2 autocannons, the LRM cluster, absolutely brutal. We'll see what kind of damage this does to her armor. I'm not sure she's going to be walking after this. All right, so we are back on the Capellan side. Tragedy. Flechette, in her fall, damages the last bit of shielding in the fusion reactor. That mech goes critical. She ejects. But Not before she lets loose one more salvo. Now, I feel like I may have made a critical error here, Ryan, because according to my sheet, the dragon, because I wanted to get her off the board, is only firing her LRM-5. Plus, I had that gunnery penalty from sensors and everything else. I was hoping that I could regain that +3 mod and keep her alive and just lob in some LRMs and AC-10s on the way out. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. Can I get at least a 4 here? So what a game, folks. I mean, what a game. I tell you, I thought I was going to lose. I thought I was going to win. I thought I was going to lose. I thought I was going to win. Now I think I'm going to lose again. I cannot freaking believe it. Not only that, spoiler alert, the freaking Flea MVP ripped the PPC off the Griffin. So this damn objective is 24 points. I got nothing left to kill it because I can't move the Jenner over. This is unreal. So, Griffin, firing in. He does have his PPC this turn. It's the last turn he can shoot it, though, before it goes away. I need, whoops, wrong dice. There we go. I need 3s. Dear Lord. Okay. So he just barely gets it. Okay, so that's 15 points to Alpha objective. But I'm going to be hard pressed. I only have 2 turns. I have 2 turns with this LRM-5 to kill this objective, or I lose. If I kill this objective, I get a minor victory. I win the campaign. This is intense, guys. Stay tuned. Turn 9 will be coming up in just a minute.
Turn 8 damage report on the side of the Rangers. Alpha is down to just a paltry 9 construction factor, hanging on by a thread. The Wolverine now up to 8 points of heat, looking at a gunnery penalty next turn, but otherwise these mechs in good shape, but doing everything they can to fend off and destroy these Capellans. Speaking of which, success. The Dragon has its entire left side ripped off, falls down and destroys the engine. Basically, that mech is out of commission now. So 2 mechs down, 1 withdrawing, everything relying on these mysterious Death Commandos. But bad news, the MVP Flea rips the PPC off the Griffin, so it is left only with an LRM-5 and a couple of mediums.
Capellans lost initiative, down 2 mechs, the Jenner enforced withdrawal, the Griffin trying to valiantly, the Death Commando here trying to valiantly honor his Chancellor and destroy that objective. All I have in range is an LRM-5. Now, I rolled a confirm. It's an automatic hit because of his gunnery, the immobile target, etc., etc. So here we go. Alright, so it's 5 points of damage to Alpha Objective. Alpha Objective now down to 4 CF. The Rangers striking back. Ryan, how are you feeling about this?
I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to knock him out at this turn, bringing all our forces to bear. The MVP, the Flea, lining up behind him. He's going to fire all 4 medium lasers. He's going to need 8s to hit.
Okay.
So I'm going to chain this one. You got to keep chaining with how it's worked today. Miss the first. Gets the second.
Gets the third.
Alright, so 2.
It's not bad.
Location.
Center torso. That's a rear CT shot. Can you get another one? You might puncture through that rear CT armor. Alright, 6. That is right torso. So that's 2 torso shots. Not bad.
Next up, the Trebuchet. He's just got 1 LRM firing at long range.
Just doing 1?
Needs a 9 to hit. Oof, just misses.
Alright.
Wolverine sitting over here. He's only in range for his long laser and needs an 11. Snowball's chance, but stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
Not going to be
Not
with
this
the
time.
1.
So it's down to old Shockwave in the hammer hands.
So he needs 10s for his autocannons. Also 10 for LRM. Doesn't get it. Second autocannon. Doesn't get it either. LRM. Last chance. Here we go. Oof. Miss.
Turn 9 damage report. The Rangers are still holding on. A salvo of LRMs slam into Alpha Objective, bringing it down to 4 construction factor. It's just not enough to take it down yet, but hopefully the next salvo will do it in. The Griffin gets very lucky, walks through fire, just takes a little bit of damage, some shots to the rear, but is still operational and is on his death march to take this objective down while the Jenner attempts to flee the battlefield. The mission timer is running out. It is now turn 10.
The Capellans lost initiative yet again. I cannot shake this flee here. It is chasing down the lone Death Commando, the lone Capellan Charger, escaping up the hill here, trying to flee this desert valley. Alpha objective still stands, but Whirlwind, can he do it? He's going to fire a single LRM-5. It's all he's got that can hit this range. Now, I do need to confirm the cluster. Alpha objective has 4 structure points remaining, 4 construction factors. So, here we go. Oh no! Oh no, horrendous. It's horrendous. So Alpha objective down to 2 CF. I will automatically win next turn. Assuming my LRM isn't destroyed. But you have 4 mechs, Ryan, sighting down. This is ridiculous. Sighting down the Whirlwind. So, let's see what the Rangers can do. Tell me, Ryan, what is happening here. Unbelievable.
MVP Flea.
There he is.
Pawn piloting. He's got the Griffin lined up. It's do or die time. He's going to shoot all 4 medium lasers right into his back. Needs 8s again. Just remember he needed 8s last turn. Only hit 2.
All right, well, let's see
how we can do. There's 1.
Another rear torso shot will puncture.
There's 2.
This is not... Okay, that's better.
That one.
That's better.
Oh, just 2.
All right, let's see those locations. You're looking for 7s and 6s.
5.
That's a right leg.
11.
And left arm. Ooh.
Lives to survive. Up next, Wolverine. He's got another Alpha Strike in him. He needs 8s on the large laser, 9s on medium lasers and SRMs. Here goes nothing. Misses on the large laser, not a good start. Misses on the first... misses on both medium lasers. SRM misses on that too.
Oh my goodness.
Rough.
All right, so that's rough. So we have just remaining here your 2 veterans, Shade in the Trebuchet, Shockwave in the Hammerhands. What do you want to do here?
Trebuchet, just firing off 2 LRMs.
Are you chaining these, of course?
No, I'm not going to chain them. I need 8. Oh, terrible.
I can't even.
Terrible. Last but not least.
Down to the Lance Leader.
Hammerhands. He's alpha striking as well. He's got 1 LRM, 2 autocannons, 2 medium lasers. Needs a 7 on the LRM. Here we go.
Alright, so that hits.
Alright.
And then, AC is next.
Gets that one.
Oh man, he's making
Another
up.
one.
Making it up.
Gets that one too.
Making up for the team. Now he needs double 9s on the medium lasers here. So here we go. First medium laser. Alright, that's a miss. Second medium laser. That's a hit. Unreal. So what a shot. So we need to confirm clusters. 2 black dice for the LRM-10. Looking for 3s or betters to confirm. So just 1 cluster, but that's still 30 points of damage coming in. So we'll roll location. What do you want to start with here? LRMs?
Yep.
Here we go. All right, so that's right toward... well, let's take a look here. Where is he in terms of the arc? This Griffin has been in strange positioning here. I would say that is front arc. What do you think? I think that's pretty much... He's over the 50% mark. So front arc, so that's going to be right torso on the LRM-5. And then we've got the meaty AC.
I haven't hit them all day. I think I've gotten so many critical hits without actually confirming them. Let's see. It doesn't look good.
So it's a CT shot. Now let's roll to see if you confirm that critical hit. Oh man, you get it when it matters. And I actually think, Ryan, that goes internal anyway. So you're going to get a second critical confirmation here. We're going to do this right on camera. This could be the death of Whirlwind right here. So it is just one critical hit on the CT. Now we still have another AC-10 though. Right?
And medium laser.
And medium laser. All right. So let's resolve the one critical hit here. Do you want to roll inner outer, like so yellow and white, and we'll resolve that, we'll mark it down, and we'll move on.
Critical
so
hit.
5,
Gyro.
1. So it's going to be a gyro hit. That is not what you want on a retreating mech. This is bad news. We'll be right back with the rest. Okay, back with the second AC. 9. So that's left leg. That actually goes internal as well. So you want to roll up that critical. These are desperate times. All right, 7, nothing. Whew. All right, and then the last medium laser here. How is it happening? How is this happening? Tower down. That is a, what is that? That is a left arm. Okay, so we'll let's roll and see if that. Oh my God! Let's roll and see what happens there. This is just terrible. Left arm, so nothing on the critical, but it's still a ton of damage. This mech hurting. He is going to faceplant, no doubt. Took so much damage. I believe he took 40 in total, plus a gyro hit. This is not good. So we're going to roll all the piloting stuff off camera, and we will be right back with the damage recap.
Turn 10 damage report. Could this be the end? Alpha down to 2 construction factor, unable to land the requisite number of missiles to destroy it outright. The Flea up to 7 points of heat, the Hammerhands up to 6. Can they take down the Griffin? I'm not sure there is time, but they did their best. They delivered a crushing strike, damaging the mech's gyro. There's no way this mech is getting off the battle grid. But the Death Commando made his piloting check, is still standing in defiance, about to unleash the final salvo towards Alpha objectives, securing a major victory and that valuable dropship cargo in the name of House Liao.
The southern Grangier Valley, the last site of the 12th Vegan Rangers before they retreat off-world. In a desperate struggle, Whirlwind, the Death Commando, knowing that his life is in the hands of the Chancellor, is meaningless without service to the beautiful state of House Liao, sacrifices himself, moves closer to the objective, lobs in his final salvo of LRMs before detonating his fusion engine, refusing to let the Rangers salvage his chassis or take him alive. And that brings down the objective, and it's enough to win them this campaign. So that is it, folks. We're wrapping this one up. We'll see you over at the After Action Report.
Primary objective, destroy firebase. Successful.
All right, guys, there it is. The Capellans win. That was probably one of the best games of BattleTech I have ever played. So you lived up to your name. You headshotted the Warhammer, whacked him out, then aim shotted and cockpitted him. But the ironic thing was you cockpitted him with the guy you didn't aim with, right? It's just like headshots everywhere.
Exactly right.
You probably rolled about 42,000 floating criticals tonight, and confirmed.
Maybe I think we got one. I think literally it was one. That was really ended up the whole story here. Was if I hit any more of those criticals, I think we would probably have changed the outcome. But
Yeah.
the unfortunately it came down to that last roll, and basically, even if I had a few better hits with the Flea or any of the other mechs against the Griffin, it would have changed the outcome. But the Rangers did not make it this time. However, they did have and basically put some heavy hurting on the other side here. So it was a Pyrrhic victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, and I was trying to be conservative, at least somewhat conservative with my forces. I didn't want to just suicide kamikaze them in, but I did know that, even a minor would get me through this. But, it was tough. We were talking about whether or not the CF boost was enough to this mission, right? Because had you not headshotted that Warhammer, it would have been a much easier victory for me. So sort of interesting, I might go back to the drawing board. I know some of you guys had recommended maybe giving kill points to the defender for mech kills, or, another thing we talked about is, and we actually had this in the very original iteration, is starting the defender, 6 or 12 inches off the table edge, right? So you can engage sooner, which I think would make a big difference, right? It makes it a lot harder. And sort of makes you go a little more focused on the enemy mechs than just drilling the buildings for the first couple turns. But overall, I thought it was a pretty balanced fight. I mean, it was literally down to a couple of dice rolls. I thought you deployed really well. You had the flea out over here, and even though it's a flea, it's funny. I guess it's the psychology of it. Like, I didn't want to commit forces to engaging it, and I didn't want to sweep over to Gamma, so it sort of forced me in a V shape, like up the middle here. I thought that was real good. I was happy with I guess, overall, like, my positioning. I didn't really... That Jenner got in there real quick, but I don't know. It just did not go as planned.
I think the big thing that was a mistake for me was I was happy with the flea. I think that worked out well. Obviously, it worked out great in terms of what we were able to do, flanking a little bit. The big problem, looking back, was basically putting out the hammer hands sort of here, over in the area where there's a little bit of a hill.
Oh, the dune.
It sort of got a little bit isolated from where the action ultimately took place. The Wolverine didn't really do as much as I would have liked. I was basically alpha striking the Wolverine almost every turn.
Yeah, lots of misses.
And it was banging up the dragon, but not to the extent that I would have liked. So looking back, I think if I had made that change at the outset, definitely would have been a different result. And obviously getting all those floating criticals and basically not confirming anyone's was a real game changer.
Yep. Well, that is how the dice fall, my friend. But it was an awesome game. I really enjoyed it. Excellent job. And guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this campaign. So that wraps up campaign number 3 here at Death from Above Wargaming. A couple of announcements, exciting things. Don't forget, all of the mech variants, including this incredibly deadly flea, are available on Battlytics.com. So all the analyses are up there. You guys can check out how the 15X flea stacks up against that boring old stock variant. This thing's lethal. I mean... Wow, it is nasty. I mean, it just packs a punch, and if you ignore it, obviously, like I did, you pay the price. So all those are up on Battlytics.com. Check those out. Also, guys, we started our presence on Instagram. So Sam, who recently joined up with us here at Death from Above, has been taking point on that. So check that out. Follow us. Check out our posts. Give us a like. And last but not least, if you haven't, definitely subscribe. And I would like to point out, Ryan, you are the fabled 1,000th subscriber.
Strange but true.
It's strange but true. We actually have a video. We're going to cut to that right now. And there it is. So that's proof. That's proof that Ryan is the 1,000th subscriber. So anyway, guys, definitely subscribe, give us a like, let us know what you think, and stay tuned. As you know, always more coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Take care. Have a good night.